Good morning and welcome to the Perkins Garage's YouTube channel for a Ford Fiesta ST Line X walk around video. But before we get started, if you are enjoying our content or would like to see more in the future, can I recommend clicking that subscribe button, and that way you'll be in tune with all of our latest content. This here is an Agate Black Ford Fiesta ST Line X Mhev. So that is a mild hybrid electrical vehicle. So what that means for you is there's no plugging in, there's no waiting for it to charge. You simply get in it and drive it like any other vehicle, and the hybrid magic happens underneath you. That is partly thanks to the 1 litre EcoBoost engine that produces 125 PS of power. That 125 PS of power is then transmitted through a 7-speed automatic gearbox. We are registered on a 2023 registration, meaning we have Ford warranty all the way till March 2026. The vehicle itself is on just under 10,000 miles, but like always, I'll get the exact number on the dash in a moment. So let's go position ourselves at the near side front bumper where we start all of these videos, and I present to you the remote central locking key in all of its beauty. Simply clicking the unlock button is going to wake up the daytime running lamps, the bits that appear to be flashing at you currently. That is simply because the frequency in which my camera records at. But let me assure you, in real life they're not flashing, they just give other road users ultimate visibility, so you're always going to be seen on the road. So inside the headlamps there are the Ford LED headlights, and somewhere we have the badge for that as well. There we are. So we've got some wonderful headlights on there, and coming down we have the parking sensors that trail all the way around that front lip of the bumper, and that is because this vehicle has fitted the Ford Self-Park Assist, the parking assistance. So it'll quite literally park itself for you. Very clever technology. Underneath the number plate there is that little dully black bit, which is a front-facing radar responsible for some of the driver assistance packs, such as pre-collision assist, and I shall cover that in its entirety once we're inside the vehicle. Moving ourselves around now, around to the offside front wheel, we're going to have a look at these beautiful 17-inch alloy wheels. So there's a machine cut alloy. It's got the silver shiny face with the magnetic grey just behind. These are beautiful alloy wheels, I must say so myself. The tyres fitted are the Continental Premium Contact 6 tyres, and again they're in very good nick, I'll show in a second, but we do have the silver painted brake calipers as well. So I reckon these have been replaced, and as you can see they're like new, so fantastic good condition tyres. That's what I was trying to show you earlier. Ford LED right on the top of the headlamp there, completely missed it. Anyway, we're going to talk some sensors very quickly. That there is a light sensor responsible for the automated lights, so as the sun goes down and the moon comes up, your lights will come on automatically. Further north, that longish sensor, Jesus, lost for words, is a traffic speed sign recognition camera. This can be used in coordination with the intelligent speed limiter. Top left is a rain sensor for the rain sensing wipers, and top right is another light sensor for the auto high beam. Just drawing your attention back down to the body of the vehicle, we're going to start to discuss some more specs. So I'm going to lock the vehicle on the key, take you to half zoom so you can see the indicators flash. On the door handle we have these 4 lines for keyless entry, so tapping behind the door handle unlocks the vehicle, and simply tapping again on those 4 lines will then lock the vehicle. So it's a lovely system if you have your hands full of shopping, children, or anything in between. It's a nice easy way to get inside the vehicle, and that is also complemented with a push button start as well. Let's put you back onto normal zoom and let's give you a bit of the body. So this stage of the video I'll take a step back on the offside rear quarter. I'm just going to gently rock the camera side to side, hopefully displaying how beautiful all these body panels are. It's a very lovely one, this one. As you can see, it's like a mirror. So then we can just link you back round to the offside rear, giving you a good look at that as well. Beautiful. I really am a big fan of these alloys. I think they are fantastic. Again, got the matching Premium Contact 6 tyre on that rear there as well. So moving ourselves around, we have rear parking sensors, and again back to the self-park, they start nice and early around the rear bumper. That's so the body control module can build an image of the parking space, and if it thinks it can get in there, then follow the instructions on the screen. So now we're at the rear of the vehicle, so again rear parking sensors. I love it all to fuse a bit. This is like the ST line body kit if you like. And the parking sensors are complemented beautifully with a high definition reversing camera, and again I'll show you that on the screen. It's going to give the near side the exact same treatment, so let's get nice and tight to the body and just gently work the camera side to side, shimmying on down the near side of the body there. As you can see, it's an immaculate example. Right, let's go back to the near side rear. Give you a good look at this 18-inch alloy. Beautiful. Now we can follow that all the way down to the near side front. Again, another beautiful 18-inch alloy wheel. And again, tyres are like new, very good condition. So that is the exterior taken care of. Let's now have a look inside. So we have the double unlock function on the key. Alternatively, the pressure pad is just left of the camera, and that reveals the very generously volumed rear boot space in these lovely Fiestas, a staple of the British automotive industry for many a year. The Ford Fiesta, a couple of dogs in there, not a problem. Suitcases, sports equipment, golf clubs possibly. You might have to take your driver out and put that horizontal, but yeah, still a very generously spaced rear boot space. Underneath the boot liner there is a space saver, so 14-inch spare wheel with all the relevant tools and jacks required underneath to get you out of pickle if you were in one. Okay, so that is the boot. Let's now have a look inside the rear. So, starting on the door cards, we've got hard-wearing plastic leading down to your armrest, which then you have the corresponding window switch for the corresponding window. Spinning that camera around for the first time to reveal these beautiful part leather, part suede ST line interior. As you can see, we've got the suede bit in the lower back and the base part of the seat with that lovely red stitching pattern throughout. We have an ISOFIX seat on the offside rear and another on the near side rear. So clip the kiddie seats in, keep them nice and secure in transit. And when their feet can touch the floor, what you might require is some fitted floor mats. So they're in there already, good to go, one less thing to worry about after purchasing the vehicle. So another little point I'd like to just make very quickly. So I've been going on about the self-park throughout the video, and part of that parking pack are these wonderful little door protectors. So as you open and shut the door, they wrap around the edge there, just protecting your property and everybody else's property. So maybe you had children in a supermarket car park and they're a bit hasty to get out the car, and that will possibly save you a damage bill. Okay, so opening up the driver's door card now. Starting with the door card itself, hard-wearing plastic, nice and easy to keep clean, to a soft touch, synthetic leather armrest leading into all four window controls, and the electric mirror adjustment found just in front of it, with the rear window lock just there also. Interior locking can be found just left of the door handle. So once again, let's spin that camera around to show you the front two seats. Absolutely gorgeous interior. So it's a part leather, part suede interior. In the front two seats, the lower back and bolsters are perforated. I mean, it'd be nice and breathable on those longer journeys. They are manually adjustable seats. We have a rear tilt, a height adjustment, and forward and backwards is done on the conventional rail underneath. I'm just going to jump inside the vehicle. You may hear a little bit of distortion on my microphone, so please bear with me for a moment. Marvellous. So, now we're inside the vehicle. The first job is the mileage, which is 9,912.3. Look how amazing that digital driver display looks. Wow. So, foot on the brake, click on the engine start-stop button. Now gain us power to the vehicle. So I'm going to give you a quick tour around what we're looking at. Just a pointer. We're going to be controlling that screen using the return, the OK up and down, and the menu button on the right hand side of the steering wheel. So it defaults into normal drive mode. So you get this lovely dark blue screen. So the left hand side we have a coolant temperature sensor, digital speedo in the middle. At the bottom, the odometer, so the mileage, gear select indicator, ambient air temperature, and a digital readout for the fuel gauge with the bar graph furthest right. Tachometer or RPM gauge features on the right hand side. It's up to you if you'd like it there or not. And we have the selectable menu in the middle. So to begin, we have a hybrid gauge, and just another point, there's the traffic speed sign displayed on the dash. So we come down into live tyre pressures, then we've got different fuel economy, so averaging 44.7, traffic sign into the hybrid gauge. Clicking the menu button will expand to select screens, and from here you can select whatever you'd like to be looking at, whether it is your different trip computers. We've got eco gauges on there, all sorts, so you can customize it to your preference. Another little party piece, and again, just going to note on the tyre pressures before someone comments, this vehicle is booked in for a used car mechanical preparation with our 4 qualified technicians. So in about half an hour or so, this will be going for our workshop, where all of the pressures and levels and lights and everything in between will be adjusted back to manufacturer specification, such as the tyre pressures. So hold your horses on that one. Anyway, so this has selectable drive modes. Ooh. So we're in normal. If you put it to eco, for example, it changes the ambience of the screen to a lighter blue, like so, and then we can go back into sport, for example, and then you're going to get a nice aggressive grey-red screen. Oh, look at that. So it's a very nice driver display indeed. Right, so that's the driver display taken care of. I'm just going to slide my seat backwards so you don't just see knees in the next part here. So to the right hand side, again, the arrows controlling the screen. We have voice command, a pick up, decline and previous and next song function. Voice command is very important these days because that can be used in coordination with the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. So that will summon either Siri or the Google Assistant, and from there it's going to be a nice hands-free system. The left hand side of the steering wheel is where you'll find the controls for the adaptive cruise control. So top left is the button to adjust the distance. We can cancel, set speed plus and minus in the middle, also with resume, standby top right, and we have the speed limiter bottom right, and on the bottom of that cluster, volume minus, plus and a mute button. So that is the steering wheel, and it's a lovely construction. It's like a perforated steering wheel. This vehicle also has fitted the winter pack, which includes 2 heated front seats and a heated steering wheel. So it is a bit girthier than normal because it's got the heating element inside, but it's a very comfortable steering wheel indeed. Right, so let's continue for the rest of the vehicle. Right, so in the centre here we have that last little cubby hole, and inside there is a USB-A port. This will be great for Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and everything in between. Next up is your conventional handbrake. Do you want to hear the clicks just for the nostalgic? Oh, lovely handbrake. 2 sprung-loaded adjustable cup holders, so your coffee's not going to go flying out everywhere. We have 5 buttons here. This one here will turn off the parking sensors. This will turn off the automated stop-start function. This is for the self-park assist, turn off traction control, and this is your selectable drive mode button. Next up, we've got the controls for the 7-speed automatic gearbox. Foot is required on the brake pedal, and that will enable you to unlock the little paddle at the back of the shifter, and from there you can bring it down to your relevant drive position. Left hand side is a 12-volt socket, and on the right hand side is your second USB-A port. Again, these deliver about 2.1 amps of charging, so that'd be great for your longer journeys charging up devices, but they are also media ports for Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Next up is the heating, ventilation and air conditioning controls. Fan speed fan to the left with a temperature rocker, and on and off fan to the right, so you can adjust your temperature accordingly, and you do get the digital readout on the sync module ahead of you. Winter pack, so you've got heated seats and a heated steering wheel. Lovely. And also, being a Ford, we've got the electronically heated front windscreen. Now, defrost windscreens in a matter of seconds in the winter months, and it also can be used as a demist function as well. I use it on my vehicle. It is fantastic. Demist in no time at all. We have different demist functions on the left hand side with automatic air conditioning. Different flows of vents are found in the middle, with recirculation and air conditioning found furthest right. It's a very easy cluster to get used to. So let's conclude by looking at this. This is called a Sync 3.4 module. We know it's the updated one because we have the dark blue band at the bottom. First up is audio, bottom left, and there we have various sources such as your FM, DAB and Bluetooth audio. Coming out there once again, enter phone. This is where you can connect your phone via Bluetooth connectivity. In the middle is the Ford navigation. It's a lovely navigation system to use, and it couldn't be simpler to operate. For example, you'd like to come to Perkins to look at this Fiesta. Please click the search box. Wait a second for the keyboard to load, and you shall need Charlie Mike 77 6 Sierra Alpha. Click the search box. Then that navigates your route here to Perkins in no time at all. Obviously I'm here already, so I'm not going to click start, but you get the gist. And once you do save it, maybe as a favourite, you've got your home addresses and everything else programmed into the sync module, you can then go through the menu ahead of you and set your navigation nice and quickly. And it also comes up with the directions in front of you as well, which I think is a lovely little feature. Okay, next off I'm just going to click on the parking button to display the self-park assist function, and that will give you a parallel park out, a perpendicular or bay park in, and also a parallel park in there as well. So you can use the indicators to dictate which side of the road you require parking on. And again, it will use the front and rear parking sensors to build an image, and if it thinks it can get in that space, Following instructions such as placing it in the relevant drive position, and the steering wheel with the beautiful electronic steering rack will do the rest of the work for you. Incredible technology. I'm just going to pop the vehicle into reverse to display the high definition reversing camera, and on the top right hand side of the screen you have the proximity sensors. Handbrake's not applied. Proximity sensors for the front and rear parking sensors, so that will give you an intermittent beep and increase in frequency as you get closer to the object in question. In addition, you get the lovely little colour bands front and rear to let you know how close you are. Also, let's put it back into park and reapply the handbrake. So I just wanted to show you through some of the settings on this screen as well, beginning in driver assistance. So this is the driver assistance pack on this vehicle, which includes the adaptive cruise control. We have the speed limiter, which again you can be setting to intelligent, so it'll adapt your speed limiter based on the sign red. We have a lane keeping system, pre-collision assist, traffic sign recognition, rear view camera, wrong way alert, and driver alert. Next up we have vehicle, and here you can adjust all of your vehicle settings, but I just wanted to show you a couple of things while we're here, such as your rain sensing wipers and your auto high beam. Wonderful. This one here also gets a lot of questions. Remote start setup, what does that mean? I've just gone past it. So if you do purchase this vehicle, download the Ford Pass Connect app onto your mobile telephone device and link this vehicle with your mobile phone. Then, because it's an automatic, we have some fantastic features you could be taking advantage of on the remote start setup, and these include things such as activate remote start. We have climate control, we can set your seats and steering wheel, and even set the duration. So again, this is a lovely feature in the colder months when you can start your car up and warm it up before you get in it. Okay, so that is a bit about the sync module, but I just wanted to let you know also we have the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So plug your phone in using a USB cable and a slot, either this one or the one in the little cubby hole, and it will mirror your phone onto this screen here. So it's important that you're not touching your phone whilst you're driving. So you've got apps on your phone that could be compatible on this screen. So for example, for whatever reason you didn't like the Ford navigation, I won't be offended, but you can also use your Apple Maps, Google Maps, Waze on the screen as well. So you're not limited just to one navigation. You've got a whole range of different software you can be using. In addition, all your Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, all those sorts of things can be used through the screen. So that's a lovely feature, but as I mentioned earlier, the most important one is the voice command. You can make phone calls, send audible text messages, ask what the weather's doing, what the football scores are, but it's all whilst not touching your phone, which is incredibly important. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you found it useful. Any other information you might require, please do give us a call, 01376 550 899. If you've got something nice to say, leave it in the comments below and hit the subscribe button. Speak to you soon. Bye bye for now.